I'm gone for 18 months. I left it open-ended. So we'll see. Might play for the Wizards, might come back in another 3P. We'll see how it goes tonight for Coach. I want him to get paid so he can throw a big party for us. Travis Kelsey, buddy of mine from obviously the greater Cleveland area. So I heard it here. Is that it?
How would you describe like the challenge of a team like implementing so much new talent in mid-season, especially what you guys been dealing with in recent weeks?
First of all, I mean, we had a great practice today. It looks like they, established themselves within what we were trying to do pretty much right away. But yeah, it's tough. I only know what it's like trying to get implemented into a team from a couple of years back, coming here off of a buyout. So, come to a new city, you have to get used to it. But the organization, I know from firsthand, has been, really gracious. I'm grateful for them just bringing me in, being patient, but obviously knowing that we have some work to do. If we look at the standings, we know that, we're a few games back from home court, but we just need to start from what? I think we have 31 or 32 games back, 32 games, 25 and 25. So we start putting in the work now. 3 games before the break, kind of recalibrate, and then we know how it goes from there.
Obviously, with Jimmy going to Golden State, new players coming in, trade deadline in the past now, just have to feel kind of to get things kind of maybe more back to normal around the team.
Yeah, it feels nice to turn the page. I mean, myself being close to Jimmy, obviously I wish him the best, but it's nice just to have levity here. Guys are coming in, refreshed. Even with Golden State, they get that new blood in there. Us as well. It definitely feels good, and it was palpable today. It felt good to get these guys in and see different lineups. See them out there now putting in work. It brings another great layer to the locker room as well.
And with you and Andrew having been traded for each other, a decade ago, just what's that full circle moment like? Is it just kind of funny?
Yeah, it's great. We were laughing, gave him a big hug, and he's a guy. I think it was like maybe after his rookie year, 18 months in. I know that people want to make the narrative when guys get traded for each other, and it becomes part of the business. But I just told him, hey man, we'll always be connected. Let's remember that it's an elite fraternity and it's a brotherhood. So, having this come full circle is, it's been fun. So I've been a fan of him from the jump. I told him I'm gonna celebrate him throughout his career. Obviously, hated that he won with Golden State, but outside of that, he's a guy that just works hard. My wife's Canadian, he's Canadian, so he just had a baby a few weeks back. I'm having a baby sometime soon, so we have a lot to catch up on, and it'll be fun.
What's it like acclimating with the Heat in comparison to other teams for these new players?
I think it's, this organization, I just know from my experience, they brought me in and made sure that I was accommodated from day one. Obviously, it's different. I've had a relationship with Andy Ellisberg earlier in my career. Obviously, Coach Riley from back in the day, having played with my dad, having played with him, I should say. And then just having a relationship with the Harrison. So it's a little bit easier for me to accommodate, as well as knowing Miami well. But for these guys, I think it's on us, collective us, to make sure that they're settled as soon as they hit the ground, and we'll just go from there. But we're going to try to catch them up to speed as soon as we can. TBD on that, but certainly like that whole, a lot of people like to call it a saga, but the last, 6 weeks, it was really since the scuffle, I'm not going to call it a fight, the scuffle in Houston, where I just wanted to bring, again, that levity to the locker room. Thought it was fun, and art imitates life, right? Like, there were so many, clips that were applicable, and, these guys all loved it and appreciated it, because at the end of the day, whether it was us on the road or at home, we just wanted to be together, and I think now turning the page on that, it makes it a lot easier.
I know it's only been one practice, but what have you seen in Davion, what he can provide defensively?
Yeah, just in watching his career, I know that a guy that picks up 94 feet, we was talking about a guy being a Heat guy. He's very much fits that mold, but you saw it today. He was shooting the ball, he was driving downhill, he was bullying guys on the defensive end, so he's going to add a lot to our group, and that adds just a whole nother level of a player that adds to our depth, and it's a luxury to have that.
You acknowledged earlier this season, like, the challenge of you guys, like, losing close games and such, and that's been happening again the last few weeks. Like, what do you think is going to be most vital for you guys to close out games stronger and climb the standings?
Yeah, I think good teams understand when crucial points in the game are. I think that there's times where teams go on runs, or you get on the 8-0 run and you get up, we have 6, 8, 10 points, double digits, which we have done, and let games slip in the fourth quarter. So there's only so much that Spo can do to slow momentum and make adjustments. Like, we have to go out there and be accountable for each other. So I think it's certainly on us now, but I think that those layers and being able to add and implement these new guys into what we're doing, allows us to get over the hump within those games. And we got to do our work early and take care of business when that time comes. Because we've got some games slip away in the fourth quarter. More than our outside of our character and who we are. So we have to fix that these last 32.
What's the hardest adjustment as teammates and as new players on a team joining mid-season from your experience?
Again, it's just catching them up to speed and wanting them to be unapologetically themselves and understand what we want to get done out there. So it's on all of us. At least for me, like, I think it's a big part of my role is to do that as the elder statesman, and if we have quiet guys, I'm gonna make them sing. So I'm gonna get the best out of them. I'm gonna have their personality shine and show, and hoping that calms them and translates on the floor.
Most importantly, what are you looking forward to the most tonight? The Super Bowl, the actual game, or the Kendrick Lamar halftime show?
I want to see what Kendrick's doing for sure. For a couple of reasons, I love Mahomes, obviously, celebrate greatness, although I love my people from PA and from Philly, so I'm a little bit torn. But on top of that, I'm a Travis Kelce fan. I love the Kelce brothers. Again, they're Cleveland guys. He always supported the Cavs when I was there 8.5 years, so have much appreciation and love and respect for him. And on top of that, I'd love to see Coach Riley get paid again, so he can take us out, buy us some fine wine, and he relaxes his shoulders a little bit. He deserves it.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks.